Hi, good evening to Dr. Pham, my supervisor, and my panel, Dr. Adiza. Today I will present about my project Sarjana Muda 2. I will start with introduction, problem statement. Problem statement is which is the best logistic courier provider service in Malaysia. Customer demand for low cost, high quality, and environmental responsibility at the same time. Malaysia courier provider has been hit by complaints about late delivery and customer service. This amazing book parcel from overseas, or it took more than 2 months to deliver. This issue led to the logistic courier service quality. Customer satisfactions offer a variety of advantages, including increased revenue, a positive image as a courier, and even a decreased amount of customer complaint by Amirul 2017. This study will provide overall ranking towards logistic courier provider service alternative for customer. The study result will lead to the customer about the best alternative for logistic courier provider service in Malaysia. Next, research questions. First, what is the criteria in determining logistic courier providers service quality? Second, how to evaluate the Malaysian logistic courier provider service performance? Third, which is the number one customer preference of logistic courier provider service in Malaysia? Research objective: to identify the criteria that influence the logistic courier provider service. Number 2, to evaluate the Malaysian logistic courier provider service quality by using the fuzzy analytical hierarchy process. Number 3, to determine the best logistic courier provider service in Malaysia by using rating ranking. Proposed framework. It is the conceptual framework for this study. Level 1 is objective performance evaluation of this logistic courier provider service. Level 2 is criteria, which is timeliness, order handling quality, information quality, and personal quality. Level 3 is alternative, which is Post Radio Malaysia, GDEX, and Skynet. All of these alternative is top 3 of the Malaysian logistic courier provider service. Next, methodology. For methodology, I have used variety items for this study. First, primary data, secondary data, quantitative strategy, pilot test, sample design, questionnaire, fuzzy analytical hierarchy process, descriptive analysis. Data analysis. For the reliability test for questionnaire, I have utilized the stats shown in the slide, starting with pretest. Questionnaire survey will be revised based on responses from respondents. Pilot test. Test on the validity and reliability of questionnaire survey. Field study, which is to manage data and respondent rates. Data analysis pilot test. In this study, the pilot test was administered to 30 respondent responses to evaluate logistic courier provider service in Malaysia by utilizing fuzzy AHP. The questionnaire was tested by an analyst to see if the correlation between variables was sufficient for factor analysis. This test was subjected to study with the following result. The result is 0.749 with 30 items. Data analysis, demographic profile. In gender section, male respondent contributing 49.2% or 64%, and female respondent contributing for 50.8%. According to the findings, the number of female respondents is slightly higher than the number of female. This shows that both genders are almost equally perceived acceptance in using logistic courier provider service for shipping process. For age, 59% of respondents among 130 is from Gen Z, which is aged from 18 to 24. 12% of total respondents is Gen Y, and Gen Y is 29% from the total of respondents in the study. The Gen Z is a large number of groups which contribute more to this study. For ethnic, for race, make up the majority of the respondents, 65.38%, with those respondents representing customer and seller that use online shopping platform, logistic courier provider service. With 25.38% of respondents, the Chinese are the second most common ethnic to reply to this study. Those that participate in the survey say that they would utilize a logistic courier service to make purchase and deliver customer items. For Indians, has been accounted for 8.46% of respondents as the country's third largest group. Finally, there is only one ethnic, which is Kadazan Dusun, with 0.78% that contribute to this survey and study. For education level, the respondent with the highest education level is university, college equivalent, or we can call diploma, degree, master, PhD, and etc. with 70.77% among the 130 respondents. The respondent education level is next, with secondary school accounted for 25.38% of the total, and informal education has been accounted for 3.85%. For working status, the student has the highest number of the respondents with 59.50%. According to this survey, student respondents accounted for 73, which is the greatest portion of the majority distribution in this survey compared to participants from others. Self-employment come in second place with 21.54% of the total number of the respondents. Many that respondents are the business that utilize logistic courier service to deliver the customer goods and items. Private sector is the third most common response, has been accounted for 12.31% of the total respondents. And finally, the result revealed that among 130 respondents, the working status of the government sector has been accounted for 10% of the total respondents. For household income, B40 lower contribute 66.92% of the research. Household income which are considered B40 upper group are occupying with 90.23% in using logistic courier service. The increasing of e-commerce business in Malaysia affect the Malaysian household, which increase the usage of logistic courier service. The respondent categorized as M40 lower has been accounted for 9.23%. Next, the level of logistic courier provider service perceptiveness. From the pie chart, we can see that level of Malaysian perceptiveness toward the logistic courier service is 84.85%, which is 109 respondents from the total respondent occupied an excellent level of understanding in logistic courier service. It can be said that e-commerce in Malaysia is growing fast, and every Malaysian citizen is aware about it. Next, choice of tracking tool from logistic courier provider service. This result shows that the biggest percentage of respondents is 93.85 prefer to use an online tracking system. Online tracking system is an online tracking system that has been designed by logistic courier companies to enable their customer to know where their shipment or item are at any given time till it is being delivered to them completely. This result show that the majority of customers are often use the online tracking system. favorite logistic courier service. As indicated in the graph, Posaju is the most popular logistic courier service among the customer and user, with 90.8% of respondents choosing it as their preferred courier service. Time frame of parcel received. 31% of respondents claim that their item or parcel were always delivered late, with a delivery time of more than 2 weeks. Aside from that, 34% of respondents say they got the item within a week. Type of customer complaint. The most common issue expressed in the data is late delivery, which is 89%, and of respondents cite as their primary complaint when utilizing logistics service. Respondents' second most common complaint is that the parcel they receive is in a poor condition, with 77.9% of respondents agree about this statement. Data analysis result and criteria evaluations. The table show that the average weight criterion MI and normalized weight criterion NI. The final findings show that the order handling quality criteria has the greatest normalized weight 0.645 and is ranked as the first among all the criteria. Data analysis result. Alternative evaluations. The table shows the average weight for alternative and normalized for alternative. The final result shows that Posaju has the highest normalized weight with 0.4569 and is ranked for the first place among the 3 top alternatives. Limitation of study. To understanding and mastering the calculation of system, Fuzzy AHP is most difficult for me. Fuzzy AHP of the questionnaire will be different structure compared to other research questionnaires. And the second is COVID-19 pandemic limitations. The third is some respondents might not want to participate in this survey. Next, unable to achieve the study respondent target due to limited data collection. 130 out of 170 target respondent. So in this study, I only achieved 78% of the respondent target. For recommendations for future researcher in future, I have recommend that future research would conducting the research in another MCDM relevant method, for instance like fuzzy topsis. This research has a value to Malaysian consumer and customer of logistic courier service. Okay, the third recommendation is deliver prompt efficiency and has the potential to increase customer satisfaction in using logistic courier service. The fourth is the criteria can be acceptable, and the future researcher can add more criteria that will be more suitable or efficient according to the current time in the future. That's all for me. Thank you.